All right, if I didn't have my family coming down I-75, I promise you I would still be making a special check of Doppler radar for you because there is a lot of moderate to heavy rain that is now just hitting the I-4 corridor, and it extends all the way from Daytona Beach all the way down to about Lake Wales and Winter Haven in Polk County. And there's stuff coming in behind what's now over I-4 all the way back to Leesburg and the Villages up to the Ocala National Forest. And behind that it is lighter rain, and you can see an end of the rain shield, which is forecast to clear here by late morning. But for the next couple of hours, one of the more difficult commuting periods we've seen in a while here. The best we can do is keep our eyes on the weather for you, and we'll bring you, of course, our traffic and weather updates on the twos. You can count on it here on Bud Hettinger Live in 540 WFLA. And to the family, take it slow, gang. We're going to be together all weekend. We want you here safe and sound and in one piece. And we want you folks to get where you're going in good shape here this morning. So back off the gas a little bit, and it'll cost you a little bit less to drive. We all could use a break there, but a little more space if you can between the car in front of you. It is going to be wet, and it's going to get wetter. Now, do you have the sense that I have more and more that the illegal immigration issue has been completely relegated to the back burner in official Tallahassee, the legislature, the governor? The governor has completely walked back an aggressive Republican primary campaign stance on illegal aliens. Told me on this show, the answer is, you catch them and they're not here illegally, you deport them. You deport them, bud. That's what Rick Scott told me. Now we're all the way down to him saying, well, the federal government needs to do its job. The governor, for whatever good stuff he's doing, and I've been praising him this week, particularly off that State of the State, and how strong he has stood against the withering criticism related to his decision, which he stuck to kill high-speed rail as a money-sucking boondoggle. I've been praising Rick Scott, but I think he's totally abdicated on illegal immigration. Anybody else? Am I missing something here? He did sign an executive order moments after he was inaugurated, which called for E-Verify, an electronic verification of somebody's legal status in this country as a condition for them being hired to work for the state of Florida. But initially he was going to drive E-Verify for the private sector, and he's completely punted on that, and I hear nothing from Rick Scott. What's happened to Rick Scott on illegal immigration? I can tell you this, and I've got an email in hand from Bill Landis with the Florida Minutemen that E-Verify, and he's absolutely right, is needed across the private sector in this state. I mean, come on. We had 9 illegal aliens that were rounded up that one night who were working on the Florida VA hospital construction project, the biggest construction project in the area. Illegal aliens working there. Nobody could verify these people. We've got the electronics to do it, the technology to do it, and it needs to flat be mandatory. And if you don't e-verify your people and they're illegal, you are going to get fined, and if you keep doing it, you're going to be put out of business. But what about getting rid of the illegals? What about what Rick Scott campaigned on? Where is all of that? Do the Republicans have cold feet because they are afraid that now they've got power, that they will lose power because they will run afoul of the growing Hispanic constituency if they're tough on illegals? I think that's a cop-out. I talk to folks on this show all the time who are Hispanic, who came here legally. And believe me, they as a group are more offended by Hispanics who've broken the law and broken into this country, given what they went through to do it right. I believe you can be tough on illegal immigration, and I believe you can command the respect of the lion's share of the Hispanic voters. I really do. I don't think I'm naive in thinking that. I listen to people. I read the emails here. Why the wimp out on illegal immigration in this state? And do you agree with me that for openers, we need E-Verify across the private sector? 407-916-5400.